All right. What is up? What is up? What is going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back with another live stream for you guys. Sorry that I'm about a minute or so late this morning. I was going over a couple stocks and just talking about what I'm looking out for today with Josh in the Discord chat group. Like I said, I'm probably going to start going live in there a little more often. I meant to earlier, but I had to charge my phone up because I was not paying attention overnight, and my phone had dropped down to like 20%. And I hate when my phone hits that 20% mark. So, point being, you can look out for that in the near future. I will probably be going in there in the Discord group chat, live voice chat, whatever, for at least probably 15 to 30 minutes leading up to the bell. But yeah, hopefully, let me check on our stream really quickly. So it looks like we are actually up. And I just realized that I actually do not have my lighting situation right, because I had my window open and it blew my lights down, so I put them back behind me. That way the air can do its thing, whatever. So I'll probably fix that at some point here. But yeah, I'm really watching AMD today. I was actually talking about this one with Josh. I was like, I'm expecting a pullback out of AMD today. It's only around 11.20 right now. It got down to 11.15, but I'm really looking for this thing to pull back today. And honestly, I mean, we were talking about it's up like $2. It was up almost $2 at one point, pre-market hours, up about $2 in the last 2 days. And I was like, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, you're talking, what, about 20% in the last 2 days? So, yeah, like I said, I would expect some of a pullback here. And I actually made my first options trade on this, actually. I put a put for, what was it, the expiration's like May 16th at 10.50. As you can see, currently I'm pretty much down about $5 right now. Nothing crazy or anything, but obviously if it can keep getting lower and lower and lower, obviously that'll be good for me. So I'm definitely going to be paying attention to that for sure. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Do I think it's going to hit exactly 10.50? Maybe, maybe not. Like I said, I expect probably about a 75-cent pullback overall. We'll see what happens. I mean, if it gets close and I'm in the profit, by all means, I'll definitely cover the profits. But until then, I'll just kind of keep an eye on it. Get you guys pulled back up here. Right now, we're around 11.12. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's still green. It's up about 1% still overall. What else am I watching? Gurn, of course. Want to see it break above $4 again. But we'll see what happens. HEAR, way too high for my liking. Again, it needs to get well under $5 for me to even consider investing. Already up 5%. I was really thinking about getting in yesterday right before the bell when it was around like 480, but I didn't. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, I would have only made, what, that 4.39%. I mean, it's not, it would have been nice, but it's not the end of the world. Man, it is hot as hell in here this morning. But, let me make sure our stream's still doing all right. We got 2 of you tuning in. Hopefully you all are doing all right. Like I said, sorry that I'm a couple minutes late. I was just getting everything set up here this morning, and I forgot to put my light back up. So I'll have to get that going here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm wondering what you guys are looking out for today. I didn't really get to look at the charts overall this morning. I see JCPenney's up quite a bit, but the last few days. I'm wondering what's going to happen with Flex. I mean, this thing just keeps on dropping. I mean, I think I mentioned it in our, it's trying to go back up, but I mentioned, man, I almost put calls on this because it was down like 20-something% after hours. Like, just take a look here. At one point, it was down, yeah, about 22%. So it's already back up about 10%. So, man, I missed out on that one. I was going to put calls at $15 in all honesty. Oh, well, it is what it is. But I'm actually going to open up my window really quickly right here because it is hot as hell in this house this morning. I wonder if she turned the heat on overnight. But yeah, if you bought this one on the dip, good for you. I mean, you're probably already up. I mean, you probably didn't. If you're like me, you don't have access to after hours. But I mean, if you caught it right at the bell, you're already up, what, about roughly 10% already? So good stuff if you were trying to flip this one. looks like there's going to be resistance at $15. But yeah, I mean, that was one I mentioned yesterday in our Discord group chat. That's obviously 100% free. But overall, when you do look at it, I mean, it is a bad stock. It's kind of just starting to, I mean, I wouldn't say a bad stock, obviously, but I mean, lately, it's obviously been descending. So if we just look at the 180-day, which obviously is what I always like to look at first, you can kind of see ever since it topped out around $20, just kind of keeps getting lower. The highs get lower, the lows get way lower. So no good for sure. So AMD is now around 11.05. And hopefully this thing can keep pulling back. It has lots of room to pull back when you look at, what was it, the 20-day. So you can see it's still pretty well overextended on almost every chart. 20-day, 10-day, I think even the 5-day is slightly. It's not quite as bad on the 5-day, but if you go by the charts, I mean, it definitely has some room to continue to pull back. Like I said, we'll see what happens. I don't even know where I'm at now. I don't know how much this like stays. I don't know how often this updates itself. But overall, I would be down about $5 if I sold right now. So obviously, I'm not gonna sell. Again, that's my first options move ever. So we'll see what happens with it. I have till the 16th either way. Wow. Apparently, I'm guessing steel didn't have a good report this morning. It's down 8%. I might put a, let's take a look here. Let's see how expensive it would be. So now I'm up to 24. I'm about break even. So yeah, I mean, I really need this to go under $11 for sure. But let's take a look at, was it Steel X? So I want to do trade. Let's see, I'd probably do a 21-day against. So I would do a call in this case. And let's see what happens. So right now it's right around 34. I think again we'll probably get back up to, let's see what 31.50 would cost just for one. So I do not have enough funds. See, the theta is bad. Again, I don't know how accurate their stuff is, and again, I'm still pretty damn new. But see, look at that. This is what I was talking about earlier. It says like max profit infinity sign. Max loss obviously 116. So yeah, I don't have the funds for that. But yeah, if I did, I would definitely be putting some calls on steel because I definitely think it's probably going to go up to like $36 in all honesty. But let's see what that one would cost, $36.50. Because this one, I mean, it definitely bounces around between like 34, 37 consistently. Let's see what that one would cost. That one actually isn't too bad. You have a max loss of 89. I mean, that's slightly high, obviously. But, again, the max profit, I don't know. The theta is horrible, but only 27%. So I'm just about broke even now on my AMD. So that's awesome stuff. See how we're doing. I haven't heard nothing from anybody. How are you all doing this morning? We got 3 of you tuning in. Anxious to hear what you all are looking out for today. Obviously, my number one that I'm watching today is AMD. I mean, Josh can, I don't know if he's in right now, but he can probably say straight up, I was kind of calling this morning on the Discord chat. I said that I look for AMD to pull back today. How low? Obviously, I want to see it go down to 1050. But if it could pull back into like the 1070s, I'd probably be pretty good. I would assume I'd definitely be in the profit. So I would probably consider taking my profits if we could definitely get under $11. Again, it just depends. We'll see what happens here. I hope to God everybody that had calls on AMD had covered their profits. Like I always say, do not get greedy with AMD or anything for that matter. Don't ever get greedy when it comes to your profits. I'm gonna have to cuss somebody out for that. Too much damn ice in this. But let's see. Drip is up 25 cents. Oil's down overall about 40. Let's see, Gush is down to 32. See what else we got going on. Gurn is down to 3, so I might actually stay away from Gurn today because it looks like it's probably going to be a red day. HEAR still around 513. Again, I'm not buying it for that price. Let's see here. FTFT, MYND. Let's take a look at MYND. That's also one I'm kind of interested in. Because as you can see, I mean, it was up to 220 yesterday. It's down to 202. Let's take a look. So as you can see, I mean, it was actively trending up a little bit lately. Seems to be kind of staircasing back down. So I definitely want to see a bounce. I'd probably consider investing again right around 210. That was where I was trying to get in one day, and I didn't get filled. I was super pissed about that because I think it was this day, if I remember right. I don't remember for sure. Somewhere in here, I tried to get it filled in around 208 to 210. And then it shot up to like 225, so I missed out on some decent profits there, but it is what it is. AMD's back to 1109. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think HEAR is worth over $5 for like a buy price. I mean, if it could get under 5, in all honesty, I'd probably consider buying in at that point because obviously it is kind of trending up a little of late. I even mentioned this when Monday, I think I mentioned this. I mean, just look at it overall. It came from $3 up to $5.34. So, I mean, it's definitely trending up lately. Obviously, you had this huge pop here, but overall going up. I would have to get it at least at 5 or under. I'm not gonna get. I mean, it's up $14%, and it's already came back down. I mean, I don't think 411 is gonna happen, but I definitely want to get under 5. It's just not worth it to me. I want to get it in the 460s, 470s, but I think those days, for the time being, are gone. So again, if I could get under 5, I'd probably consider getting in because. I mean, if I get it for, say, $4.99 even, because that's where my ticker landed. If I ride it up to about $5.38, that's almost 8% profit. So, we'll see what happens. I don't even know if I will take. I don't even know how much buying power I have either. I didn't even check that. See, I think I have a lot of buying power today, actually. Obviously, I wouldn't necessarily. I have $667, pretty much $668 available today if I want to take a position, but I don't really see anything that I like too much right now. Gurn's continuing to go down. Again, HEAR way too over. Just not. I don't know. I'm not buying it for this price. Just there ain't no way. Could I be missing on some profit? Yeah, I mean it could easily pop up to like 580 today, but I'm just not. I'm not a chaser. Think about maybe trying to dip buy some steel. like I said, I mentioned this one earlier. Obviously, earnings doesn't seem too bad, but I don't know if something else might have affected it. Either way, we're down about 8% right now. If I were to dip buy it right now, I'd probably wait till close to 35 to wait for some form of true confirmation. Say I even waited till 35, wrote it up. Again, it'd probably be a swing trade in all honesty, because it's probably going to take it a little bit to get back up to $37, $38. But, I mean, you're looking at 8 to 9%. I think there'll be a resistance probably right around 36, but worst comes to worst, I make $1 or $2 per share. I'd probably only buy 5 shares in all honesty. Again, small positions. I don't know what I want to do in all honesty. Wonder how oil's going to be today. It's up about $5, but JNUG is only up 4 cents right now. You all are quiet. What's going on? Are you all watching anything or watching any specific stocks or anything? Or got any ticker symbols, of course, that you want me to break down? Always here for that, of course. And, of course, AMD is trying to bounce. I mean, we'll see what happens. NVCN, man, I hate that fucking stock. It's such a piece of shit. But, I mean, usually every time it gets around 3 or 4 cents, it bounces up to like 5 or 6. So, I mean, who's to say? I mean, it could be a potential. I mean, that's the thing with a stock this low. I mean, if you get in at the right price, I mean, you get up to 5 cents, that's 22% profit. It's just, I hate this stock. I mean, I honestly wish it would just be delisted so people would just leave it alone. I'm assuming markets are green currently. Wow, Fitbit apparently was up to $5.35. It's up a little bit recently, isn't it? Because it was around $5 last I remember. BER's having a decent morning. HMNY isn't doing too bad this morning, but you guys know how I feel about why do I even have that still on my watch list. Oh, yeah. See, I don't remember it getting down. It's been a while, hasn't it, since it's been down to 3. Yeah, it's been a little bit since it hit around 3 cents, but yeah, I just hate this stock so much. What's HEAR at? Ooh. I might want to dip buy this, actually. Man, I just don't want to get it above 5. But, I mean, it also looks like it's trying to, again, bounce here. And it has, looks like some pretty damn good volume. But it looks like we should. You can't really go off your indicators all the time when it comes to these stocks. I'm going to go ahead and get it pulled up because I might take a very small position on it. Apparently, it did drop down to about $5. Well, $5.10, $5.11, but see what happens here. See, we got some. I'll probably set a limit. Again, I'm doing it on my phone just because the desktop version had been slow for me lately. I'll definitely show you guys though whenever I decide to make the move. Here we go. Every time I try to wait for it to see how low it's going to drop, it ends up like shooting up 10, 20 cents. Got a decent size at 511. I wouldn't be surprised though if we start to build a support right around 510. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see though. Our one-day SMA is at 505. Can you see why I'm thinking around 510 is where we're going to see a support build? Could be wrong. I mean, we're already back up to 512. Don't want to get caught staircasing. I don't think it's going to staircase, though. Come on, baby. Pull on back. Yeah, I think there's going to be a support right around 510. So now watch, as soon as I say that, we'll have like a big red candle come in to like 489, 499. That's not head and shoulders forming, is it? No. What do you guys think? The volume doesn't indicate it. It does slightly. I'll just watch it, see what happens. Damn, EBIO. I don't know, I just don't got a good feeling about it for some reason. How are y'all doing this morning? Happy Friday. I didn't even realize it was Friday. It's like my, what, Tuesday or Wednesday? Something like that. Damn. JC Penney popped up to 315. Got rejected. Not surprised. it going, Subi? How's it going? Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Yeah, I just think Gush still has a strong resistance at $33, to be honest. Yeah, something tells me that Gush and Drip might potentially reverse here before long. We'll see, though. Again, the only reason I'm not confident is that because I still think oil's going to go up to $70 before anything's going to happen. Josh, was it you, Josh, that you're in MCF right now? Yeah. I mean, it's not down a lot, it's only down 0.25%. VLRX is a fucking piece of shit stock. Again, I'm wondering if HER might be building a support right around that 510. I set an alert at like, what, 508 just to see if it would break. But I don't know. Like I said, it might be building a pretty strong support right around there. I mean, if you can get it right around 510, even just to 525 is almost 3%. If you try to ride it for a high, around the high, I mean, you're talking some decent profit. But I don't know, when I look really closely at it, let me zoom out a little bit. I don't know if I'm seeing things or what, but it just almost looks like a head and shoulders almost to me. But the volume doesn't really indicate that. I mean, if it drops, it's going to drop pretty low. I mean, definitely under that $5 mark. See what happens at 509. See if it bounces back up above 510 or if it I mean, even the asks have come down a lot. Be interesting to see what happens. I mean, other than that, I'm not really watching too much. I didn't. There it goes. Just got a sneaky feeling she's gonna trend down a little bit. 5 day isn't too overextended at all. 10 day, yeah, not really. I don't know. The 1 day SMA is at 5. I didn't pay attention to where the SMAs were. 481. Man, you know what I forgot to do before I hopped on here? I forgot to use the bathroom. EBIO trying to make a comeback. Bounced right off that 10-day SMA. I might hop in this one for a small play. Let's see here. What do you guys think about EBIO? You see it had a pretty big sell-off first thing this morning. Bounced pretty much where? Right around the 10-day SMA, which is pretty much right at $2. Definitely has a lot of room to make up if it can definitely go back up. Let me look at the VWAP on the 1 day. Looks like we might have a resistance at 220. Got a lot of ask lined up at 220, but we also got a lot of bids at 219. The volume isn't too bad on this, but I think she's going to come back up. In all honesty, I'm thinking about taking just a... Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of risk on this one. I messed up my buy limit. Almost did a market buy. That would have been bad. Of course, now it's going up since I'm trying to get an order placed. God damn it, this thing keeps fucking going up every time I set a limit 1 penny higher. So I set a pretty small buy on EBIO, just about 25 shares. I don't even think I'll get filled, in all honesty. I put it at 221. I mean, it might pull back here a little bit, but we'll see. I mean, it might even pull back to 220, but if it could just touch it really quickly. Yeah. If I don't get filled, ain't the end of the world. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to pay more. Wow. 2101. What a bunch of bullshit. How's it going, Search You? Get on HEAR. I was looking at that one a little bit. Where's it at now? 517. So it's definitely seeming to bounce right around that. I was wondering if we were going to build a support right around 510. It definitely looks like we are. Go ahead and take that off there. I set one at 503 just to see if it would quote unquote free fall. Yeah, by all means, I might definitely hop on that. Let's see, it's at 515 now. Come on, damn it. gonna buy just 20 shares. Ooh, that's a little much. Yeah, I'll buy 20 shares at 517. Oh, and it just went down to 516. So, and of course, Robinhood filled me right at 517. Goes to show you, Robinhood definitely gets a cut. I'm not too worried about it though. I should have waited, in all honesty, for a little bit of a pullback, but yeah, I definitely should have. But it's not a big deal. Where the hell's EBIO now? Let's look here. 223. Wow. I knew I should have just got in at 220 instead of lollygagging, dicking around. Did I get filled on EBIO? Oh, I did. It must have hit. Cool. Apparently I got filled on EBIO. So we'll see what happens with that one. I want to get notified when it hits. I'll probably set a little buffer here. Let me know if we get below this. And then let me know once we get above here, so I can revisit it. So yeah, I have 25 shares of EBIO. I'm currently up a whopping penny on. And then what do you say? Yeah, I actually watched it. It was down around like 504 or 507 at some point whenever I was looking at it. I just had a sneaky feeling it might have a potential to free fall. So I set alert, as you saw, at like 503, and I set another one at like, I don't remember, like 520 something. But yeah, I mean, it's not a huge deal. All I do is take a 20 share position, so I'm down right now 40 cents. It's not the end of the world. I definitely think it has potential to go back up to, say, like the 550, 560, maybe even 570 range at some point. So, I don't know about EBIO here. It might just be a little pullback here, and we might continue up. But yeah, worst comes to worst, I'll probably, yeah. If it gets down below 216, I might go ahead and cut the little losses, because that'd be, what, about 5 cents? That'd be about $1 loss, but again, it's not a huge deal either way. So yeah, I mean, I'm already up now in HEAR. I was just kind of worried here about, alright. I was just a little worried here how this was forming up on HEAR, but it's not the end of the world. So I'm up, what about $1.40 right now in HEAR? $1.14. Up 1%. But yeah, like I said, I think this thing definitely has potential to at least hit the 540. It looks like there's a little resistance there. Obviously, we popped up there this morning, but I mean, 540 at a 517 buy cost is what? About 4.5%. So I mean, it ain't gonna make you rich by any means, but I mean, again, just slow, consistent profits. I know, that too, yeah. Well, the thing is, though, is I definitely want to sell it before I take my nap. Or I would set like a sell limit with a limit loss, maybe. One thing is, I hate how this thing pulls back. It is one bipolar motherfucker. But, what was I going to say? Okay, so the asks are starting to come back up. That was what I was worried about earlier. Our ask dropped a lot. Like, they were in like the teens and 20s. But they're going back up, so that's good. EBIO, piece of shit. But yeah, other than that, those are the only two positions I've taken today. EBIO for 25 and HEAR for 20. So I still have $500 of buying power, but like I said, I'm in no rush or anything to make moves. Just let the moves come to me. HAR. Essentially, I was looking at potentially dip buying this, but I mean it continues to go down, so I'll probably set a little deal here too. Probably set one here. Actually, I'll probably set one at 532. Just so I don't miss out on anything. But what was it? HAR. See, it's down about 3%. The only thing I don't like about it is it is, if I remember right, it's trending down pretty hard. So for that reason, I'm probably not gonna mess with it. Jones down a little today. That one's been a little mover of late. Apparently, it came down to 62. I don't know, something about that one I don't like either. CLDX, that one might have potential for a rebound. Let me take a look here. Ouch. Yeah. Damn. Holding it back for sure. I don't know about that one either. Again, I'm not like gonna chase anything, but if something looks like a buy, then by all means. Wow, look at steel. I might dip buy steel. Where's AMD at too? I was wondering about that. 1120. So I'm probably down a little bit on that position. Yeah. Ain't the end of the world. So yeah, I wanted to look at steel. I would put a call. You motherfucker. What? Oh, caps lock is on. That would help. That ain't that bad, actually. This token is invalid. What are you talking about? Damn, I'm not gonna do that. Obviously, I'm anxious to just look around at these prices and whatnot. I mean, I might potentially try to dip buy steel. Last I checked, wasn't it like 34.41 or something when I looked at it earlier? Yeah, because like it bounced and it actually came up a little bit. Well, that was before market open, but yeah, it was around like 34.50, and it just continues on down. I mean, shoo. Hopefully you all are having a good Friday. Real quickly though, because I accidentally forgot to use the bathroom before I hopped on here, so I'm gonna take a quick little piss break and I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. I'm down a couple dollars on it, but I'm not too worried. But I'll go into that a little bit more when I get back here in a second. HEAR. Is there a resistance around 520? But yeah, so currently if you want to see, let's see, go to my positions. So you can see overall I had to buy it for $27. Right now I'm down overall about 8. Like I said, I'm not too worried about it. Obviously I have till what, the 16th of May. But obviously over time the theta will eventually continue to obviously cut the profit potential. But I mean, overall I'm not, like I said, I'm not super worried about it. AMD is well known for pulling back for sure, but like I said, I mentioned this with Josh earlier. I do think overall I am pretty bullish on AMD. I might even take a position on it at some point. Again, it's kind of like HEAR. I mean, I didn't want to buy it at a price where I just don't think it's worth buying. I think it definitely will go under $11 when it does pull back. I mean, overall it's literally up like $2 in the last like 2 or 3 days. So I mean, it's due. Like I said, I do have a bunch. I think eventually. Don't quote me here, but I do think possibly by late summer, I wouldn't be surprised if this is near $15. I mean, in all honesty, I mean I wouldn't be surprised even if it's above that, 16 maybe. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. But again, I mean, it's not just gonna go to the moon. I mean, it's gonna pull back. That's why I went ahead and put a put just at 1050. It doesn't have to get right at 1050 for me to make a profit, but obviously the closer it gets, the quicker and closer it gets to 1050, the more I would make. So TVIX, until it looks like the market's getting ready to, how are the markets doing anyways? I didn't look at that this morning. So it looks like they are they're kind of mixed right now, aren't they? I don't know. I don't know if I'll get in TVIX today or not. I mean, it's setting up a lot like the other day where we were looking at it, and it definitely is having the same kind of activity right now where it came off the low. Again, it obviously depends on volatility and if the markets go to shit today. Like I said, I think personally today will end up being a red day, but I don't know. Overall, I don't think TVIX will go past like $8 today, but say you got in right now. Yeah. If so, I mean, it might be the time to take a position on TVIX. Definitely staircasing up. I might even take a small position. I don't know though. Say there's a resistance right around that 734 mark. See, like, look how much, look at that. Just about inverse of one another. Pretty damn close. I might go ahead and buy a few here. Just for shits and giggles. Hell, I'd remove TVIX from my watch list. Every time. Every time I get ready to place an order, these damn things run up like 10 cents. I was going to place a limit at 727. It jumps up to 730, 731. Every time. I'll wait. I just put one at 729. If it doesn't happen, then whatever. But I'm not gonna pay 730 plus for it. It's just not worth it to me. Because I mean, there's a pretty strong resistance right around like 734. So at least if worse comes to worse, I'd make 50 cents off of it. So I should be filled now. Yep, there we go. HEAR, man, that one's struggling, it seems. I'll go ahead and set a little note for myself. And then I'll probably set another alert for myself if we look like we're gonna break out. I wouldn't even call that breaking out, but you get what I'm saying. Break above the resistance at least. Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at HEAR. She's struggling. But look at that fucking volume. I mean, it's just gone again. Had some good volume this morning, of course. Look at that, 270, or is that 275,000 volume in that 1 minute. But now obviously we're like under 1,000. That's what's killing us right now on HEARs. I mean, when the volume's gone on this one, I mean, it's just gone altogether. EBIO isn't really moving too much either currently. It's kind of just hanging right out around the 1-day SMA. RSI is slightly high too. That's one thing I haven't liked too much about that. But yeah, I did go ahead and take a small position on TVIX. I got in at 729. So right now I'm up about 60 cents on that. All I did was buy 10 shares just because I know TVIX can really just give you the really quick. So it looks like we made a new high at least. But again, resistance right around 734, 735, somewhere in there. Until we actually break above like 737, 740 even. But I mean, at the same time when we looked at it, it almost looked like it's trying to staircase up. And of course, as the market goes down, you can look for it to go on up. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably head over there and look at it because I don't think much is going to happen with EBIO for the time being. See what I mean? We're almost kind of staircasing up, so. Man, I hate VLRX. That thing just brings down like my total for the day. Like I'm up, but VLRX is, when you're looking at like your overall account, VLRX just continues to shit. I mean, I'm really wondering if I should just set a limit sell at like 180 because it keeps hitting like 180 to 185, like, but it keeps getting rejected right around there, so don't know what I'll end up doing there. Again, it's a really small position, 24 shares, but I mean, overall, I'm down like a lot on that position. Yeah, a lot. I mean, not a lot, not compared to HMNY and other position. It's definitely not my biggest loss for sure because it is, again, a small position, but I don't have much faith in it for sure. There we go. There we go. I'm assuming the markets are taking a shit. So I'm up, what, just a little over $1 on this position right now. $1.40. Awesome, awesome. Man, she's running. It's crazy. It's only up about 0.1% right now. And we all know what TVIX does. When she goes up, she goes up. Like I said, I don't think we'll hit $8 or anything today, but with this, you never know. So I got in at 729, right? So hell, 745 is only 2.25%. I'd say target sell right around 760, but again, we'll see what happens. Did you get in, Josh? Get in on the TVIX train? But yeah, I've probably taken all the positions I'm going to take today. Because I've used about, well, I don't know. Just depends. I've used about $230 worth of buying power. Let's see. HEAR is still struggling. But as long as she stays above 510, 505, 510, I'm not too worried. And at 730, good stuff. So you're up a little bit too. How many shares did you grab? Damn, steel is under $33. $5. Still, you're up what? About close to $1. I mean, money's money. Like I always tell people, I'd rather make less than minimum wage doing something I love than working for somebody any day of the week. We're up to 753. I love it. So I'm up, what, about 250 right now in this position? Hell yeah. Up about 3.25%. I'm assuming if I was a betting man, I don't have it pulled up. I have my Robinhood pulled up on my phone. But if I was a betting man, I'm betting the markets are starting to take a shit right now. I'm going to go ahead and check because I'm wondering now. I would say taking a shit, everything's red pretty much, but Dow Jones is down about 100, Nasdaq's only down 8, SPY's only down about 1/4 point. I mean, it's not too bad, but we'll see what happens. My portfolio is small. Yeah, no, that's no big deal. You want to crawl before you walk and walk before you run. Like me, I almost started putting too much money in too fast, so I kind of just slowed down. I limited myself. All I'm doing is all my extra money I'm keeping in my emergency fund, and once I kind of proved to myself with the money that I have that I can actually stick to my plan, stick to my pretty much not lose focus of how I like to trade and start making money, then I'll start throwing some more money into it. But I mean, my account should be at like $1,200 right now, but it's at $800 because of the stupid trades that I did early on. But not to say that it's because the money that I put in. It's just I don't want to keep putting money in and then me keep making stupid mistakes over and over. So I mean, I've been a lot better this week. So, but yeah, point being, it don't matter what your account size is. If you can just see that consistent growth, that's all that matters. Now, I don't care if you're starting with $50. I don't care if you're starting with $20. I don't care if you're starting with $100. I don't care if you're starting with $100,000. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're making stupid trades, gambling, not covering profits, not cutting losses at the appropriate time, you'll blow up your account. I don't care how much money you're starting out with. So right now I'm up about just over 3.5% on TVIX right now. Like I said, I really don't think this thing will hit $8 today, but if I can get a good 760 plus out of it, I'll be happy. Because I mean, that's 31 cents a share. That's about $3 to $4 worth of profit. So love it. Wonder, is Search You still in the house? So we got 5 of you tuning in. I wonder if Search You's still watching HEAR for me. Where the hell is it anyways? Where are you? 521. Okay, so I'm up about $1 on that position. Oh yeah, and I mentioned this to Josh. So I kind of wanted to clarify a little bit on the whole Robinhood options, because apparently some people think I'm still wrong, even though I put the email in the video about what you need to know before doing Robinhood options. Had a few people comment and say pretty much that I'm a dumbass. I mean, they didn't come out and say it, but they pretty much said that I'm wrong and blah, 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 a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't really care about. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like I keep telling you guys, I mean, I'm not here to necessarily tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you what I'm learning. I mean, like I said, the email, it was in the video. Some people can take the advice however they want. Like I say, at the end of the day, it's just me documenting what I'm learning, my successes, my failures. It's not anything to like guide you all down any certain path whatsoever. Like I always say, take the advice as you wish, and whatever. I just had some people hate. I wouldn't say hate. I mean, they didn't thumbs down the video or anything, but they pretty much said I was wrong, this, that, and the other. And I was like, I mean, I got the email from Robinhood. Did you not watch the video? I mean, they obviously did watch the video, or else they wouldn't be telling me I was wrong. But did it? It hit 760. I mean, in all honesty, until it starts showing, that's another thing. Until it starts showing some sign of a strong resistance, like say it all of a sudden comes down to like 750 or 745, then yeah, once it gets up near that, I'll go ahead and sell. But I mean, right now it's chugging along, so I mean, I'm definitely gonna just keep riding it. I mean, you're gonna have a little bit of pullback as you start case up, but 760 was just my general, what I at least want to get out of it. Only thing is we're starting to get pretty overextended, so yeah, I mean, we're due for a pullback. Oh shit, are you for real? EBIO's taking a shit? Fuck. If it hits 210, I'm cutting losses. That's not looking good, but we'll see what happens. If I had to cut losses on that position, how big of a position did I take on that? 25 shares. I might go ahead and cut losses now then. I don't want to wait too long, because another 5 cents would be a whole nother $1.25. I mean, we're showing oversold, but obviously that doesn't mean a damn thing with as much room as our MACD has to move. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut losses on this one. Yeah. Yeah, I lost a little bit on that one. What'd I lose? About 7 cents times. Let's see, I lost just under $2, I think. Yeah, like $1.75. Oh well, it's all part of the game. Go ahead and take these off. I mean, who knows? It could go ahead and start going up, but I'm not liking how that's looking. So, like I always say, quick to cut the losses. Wow. See, this is what I mean. I mean, until we start seeing some resistance, let her keep going. I mean, obviously you don't want to get too greedy or anything, but I mean, it's just knowing when to. Up 4.5% right now. I did buy. I bought at 5.17, a little high for my liking, but again, it's staying right around that 5.10 to 5.15 mark. Again, I know that the volume right now is absolutely atrocious on it, kind of like it was the other day. But again, what were we talking about the other day when I had that position? Patience will always be rewarding, 9 times out of 10. Like, look at the volume. I mean, we had a little bit, 9,000, but 100, 1,800, 1,200, 9,000, 1,000. I mean, compared to this morning, 275,000, 89,000, 65. I mean, the volume's gone. I mean, once this thing catches some volume, she'll go back up like clockwork. Okay, so we're pulling back pretty good here. Keep my TVIX pulled up, 'cause like I said, I'm not gonna get greedy and lose out on some profits. Limit. But we'll be watching it. How much am I bet now? Fucking EBIO is gonna like shoot up 20 cents since I cut losses on it. See, it's already up 2 cents since almost 3 cents since I cut. I don't give a damn. Again, that's a good thing about small positions. You can be super quick to say, nope, get out, and you can make the profit back super quick. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Exactly. Right. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know what my target's going to be because, I mean, it's been beating the shit out of my target lately. Like, I'll go ahead and cover the profits at what, like 4 to 5%, and then I mean it ends up running up another 5, 10, 15%. So I mean it's kind of like TVIX. I mean my goal was around pretty much 760, but I mean with like obviously you're gonna have little pullbacks along the way going up, the quote unquote staircase pattern. But I mean until it shows some really strong resistance, I mean why would I go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I go ahead and sell when I could potentially get another 1, 2, 3, who knows how many percent, especially with these volatile stocks like TVIX, and then obviously your penny stocks are always super volatile. We might be seeing that resistance actually like right where I'm talking about, so I might actually go ahead and sell this. Yeah, I'm probably going to just go ahead and sell this. I'm not at 758, but I'm saying I'm not going to risk it much. As you can see here, we pulled back, we shot back up, but we're pulling back again. So to me, at least, from my experience, that's signs of resistance. So I'll go ahead and set the limit at 761 since that's where we seem to continue to hit. I will sell my 10 shares, take my profit. Thank you very much. Sell. Got it for 762. Boom, 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 boom. So what was that for a profit? About $4. So actually about 325. So, right? Yeah, 325. So I bought it at 72.90, sold it for 76.15. So again, not huge profits, but profits are. Let me know when you decide to get out, Josh. I'm sure you'll get some more profits than me. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes up to like 770 or something. Just, to me, this is signs of resistance. So I went ahead, got my 762, which was not bad because that's about the highest that I got. Then moved on to the next one. Oh, you piece of shit. What's that? Is that targeting your mind on the system? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, in all honesty, I'm thinking about just letting it go at 540 because that's where we saw our previous resistance. Like I said, obviously we had that pop up to 559, but I mean, at 540, I got a buy price of 517. So at 540, that's what, about 4.5% again. So thinking about picking up a couple more shares here at 513, but it's not really worth it. It's just gonna be couple pennies, whatever. TVIX is down to 755 and dropping. So yeah, I mean, I think there definitely is a resistance there right around. I might have been pretty spot on with that 760 resistance. Came up 764. Obviously, like I said, when you're shooting up like that, you're gonna experience some decent pullbacks, but she's pulling back a little bit. Man, I hate VLRX so much. Why the hell did I hop in that? I should have sold it. Was it really at 183 at open? This is such a pile of shit. I think eventually it's going to dwindle back down to the 119, to be honest. That's why I'm really debating just setting a sell limit right around 180 because it continuously hits like 180 plus at some point. I mean, another 9 cents, that'd be about $3 for my, something like that. $3 somewhere in there. This stock is just horrible. I mean, you can talk about classic pump and dump. This is it right here. I also told Josh that this morning about where I thought the key resistance would be for AMD was around 1150. I said I wouldn't be surprised if it came up to about 1150 and then started to go down. But again, we'll see. I'm not like, it'd be nice if it happened today. I'd love to go ahead and cash in on that option contract, whatever. But I mean, because just look how much it's come up. 956 to a high of 1140. If I can get my ticker on it. I mean, it's up 19% in 1 day, 22 hours at that point. So, I mean, you can't expect it to just boom. I mean, it's not a penny stock. I'm wondering what my profit or loss or whatever would be in the 1070s. I feel like I'd be in the profit at that point. How's it going, John Paul? Good morning, GNPX. Ooh, up 34%. Damn, up from $4. Sweet run this morning. Got in at $13.95. Awesome. Good stuff. That's some good profit right there. $13.95 to $16.50. Let's see what that is. If I can get my ticker to get on it, maybe. We'll just say you got it at $13.99. And then we'll say you got out at $16.54. Or 16. So yeah, I mean, you made like 18-19% profit. Good stuff. That's what we like to see right there. Man, whoever got in that damn thing around $4, hopefully you weren't too greedy. Good Lord, 260%. Was there some news or something with this company, or was it just a pump and dump? I don't know anything about this company, actually. I feel like someone called this out a few days ago, but I don't remember. This has got to be a pump and dump, surely. But again, I don't know anything about that company, so I mean, something could have happened. How's it going? How's it going? HEAR is still hovering. But yeah, see, that's good stuff too, because you didn't gamble, you didn't take risk, you covered them profits. I mean, 18%. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. I mean, hell, a lot of people's target for the week is about 20%. But yeah, I don't know if you're new, John Paul, but for anyone here that's tuning in, like, for the first time, if you're wondering, like, just about, like, what we do here, yeah, I mean, we go live every single morning, other than yesterday, because I was just flat exhausted. I work an overnight job. Is my camera crooked? Anyways, I work an overnight job. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to get some sleep there. But yeah, for the most part, we go live every single morning, at least through, like, the lunch hour. And we talk about all different kinds of things with stock market. We talk about penny stocks, we talk about like momentum trading, just anything really, options now, forex from time to time, futures from time to time, just any way to make money in the stock market we at least talk about, because I mean, I really think there's a place for everyone when it comes to, what was I saying? I think there's a place for everyone when it comes to the stock market, and that's just the whole point of this channel, is just to create a community of like-minded people. So if you're into that, definitely consider that subscribe button and bell icon. That way you'll be notified as soon as we go live for trading. And yeah, we'd love to have you here. And we also have a free, everything's free with me, by the way. I don't believe in like charging for anything. I have a free Discord group chat if you guys ever want to join that. I'm trying at least to go live in it, like go on the voice chat with you guys about 10-15 minutes before market open. While I like set up everything and whatnot. I was talking to Josh for a few minutes this morning before hopping on. But yeah, fun stuff. And for all the new people, like, I'm always interested to hear, like, what's your trading style? Where are you from? Like, what's your goal with trading? Do you want to make it like your full-time income or anything? Like what's your goal essentially with it? I think I'm going to average down here a little bit on HEAR. I got in at 517, so I think I can, again, I really do think, because, I mean, it's like clockwork with this. Volume dries out, price drops, volume spikes, pops up like clockwork every single day. So I'm going to go ahead and set another order here at 509. And I'm doing it from my phone just because the Robinhood web to me is absolutely horrible. So I'll go ahead and buy another 10 shares. Again, I take very, very small positions too. Again, for those of you that don't like know me that much, my account balance isn't anything big. I have about $800 right now that I trade with. And then I have just $100 in my Tastyworks options trading account that I'm kind of just playing around with. This is actually my first option contract. I put a put on AMD at 1050 that expires May 16th. Do I think it's going to hit exactly 1050? Probably not, in all honesty. I think 1060s, 1070s, but at that point, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I'm in the profit pretty good at that point. So, yeah. I've been watching you on my iPad in the morning. Oh, cool. Good stuff. Yeah, we love having you here. And awesome stuff. Yeah, and like again, sorry to anyone that was wondering yesterday like why I wasn't live. Like I said, if you are in the Discord chat, you knew that I mentioned at like 8 o'clock in the morning that I wasn't gonna go live yesterday morning just because I was just so deadbeat tired. Like I almost like fell asleep on the way home. It was bad. But I still stayed up and made a few trades. I actually woke up right before the bell, and it was like 3:56 Eastern time, somewhere around there. And I bought that put for AMD. I should have held out till this morning apparently, but yeah, so awesome stuff. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good Friday and staying green on the week. I think overall I'm actually green this week, if I remember right. Well, with the exception of VLRX. Obviously, you guys know my position on VLRX is absolutely horrible and killing me. But I'm wondering when, in all honesty, what I'm going to do with that. Because I don't think it's going to go much higher than 180. So I'm really considering just setting like a limit sell at like 178, 180, somewhere in there, and just cutting it. And because I mean, with that money, I can go and do other stuff. My equity in it is about 40. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not even a big position, but just enough to mess up my weekly profit or whatever. Man, I wish this thing could get some volume already. But yeah, that's the only other position I have today. Is I just sold TVIX for I forget how much, like a 3 to 4% profit. I wonder where that's at now. 763. So yeah, it's still right around that resistance area. Sold that for about 4% profit, if I remember right. Pretty close, give or take. Maybe even more. 4 point something. I have 30 shares of HEAR for an average buy cost of $5.14. And I had EBIO, and I actually cut some small losses on that one. It was like 170 something, if I remember right. And yeah, looks like it might be a good thing that I did. So, oh well. I made that up with TVIX at least, plus some. That's the good thing about taking those small positions. I can't stress that enough. With a small position, it's just so much easier to be like, you know what? Cutting that loss, moving on. Because you know another position will easily make up for that small loss plus some. Like TVIX. I made like, what, $4 or something like that on it. And I had to cut the loss on EBIO for a loss of like 175. So, I mean, that TVIX covered the loss plus profit. So, I mean, yeah, it sucks to have to cut losses, of course, but as long as you limit the losses and maximize the profits and just keep consistently making profits, with time you'll grow as a trader, make better trades, cut losses even sooner, and keep maximizing those profits. I mean, it's just a learning curve, essentially. So you've been a subscriber for about 2 weeks. Good stuff. I noticed, I mean, man, I can't believe just the support that I've been getting about the last 2 to 4 weeks. I mean, like, I still have my 250 subscribers milestone hung up on my wall, and that was in the middle of March. And it took me forever to get there. I was at like 220, 230 forever. I was so proud when I got to 250, and I mean, just, I don't know if it's like me going live, if people just love that stuff or what, but I mean, it's just crazy. Again, I cannot thank you all for the support. It's just awesome to have a community here that we got going. Fitbit's now down a little bit. It seems to always bounce around like 490s to 520s, near 530. Yeah, 540, $5. Borderline predictable. It's just not enough profit potential for me. Like, for a swing, like, if that was a day trade profit, yeah, 6%. But I mean, you're talking 3 days, 5%. I mean, that's only a little over, what, 1.5% a day? I mean, at least it's profit, right? But it's just not enough to really mess with, if you ask me personally. So TVIX, okay, TVIX went up to 771. I'm anxious to hear, what, Josh, are you still holding that? Damn. held, I'd have been up 42 cents a share on that. But I still sold it at 7.62, so I mean that's not horrible still. Wow. Looking for 8? Oh, I think you said that earlier, actually. Sorry about that if I made you repeat. I feel like you did say 8. Maybe not. I don't remember. I thought you did, though. But yeah, that'll be some awesome profit. So right now I'm actually down a little bit here on HEAR, down about 280, but it's only down 1.8%. And like I said, I mean it's stayed above 5 all day. This volume, it's just so easy to manipulate these stocks whenever the volume is just so bad on the minute. But like Sergio was saying, we pretty much know what's going to happen with this one. I mean, it's obviously never guaranteed what's going to happen, but just based off of recent trends, we have a good idea that it's at least going to pop up like 5 to 10% at some point. Wow, is steel going to go under $32 today? Whoever had puts on steel's doing pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about that. I would not be surprised to see this hop under $5 briefly with as bad it is. I won't be surprised if this goes red for a minute. I mean, with the volume being so stupid low, I mean, we could easily see this 490 happen. Guess I should have held out on my position, huh? I said I wanted to get it under $5. You know what? I might average down even further here. I don't want to take too much of a position in this, though. I already have 30 shares on an $800 account. Bought and sold VTVT. We were looking at that one a while back, too. It was got in 188, sold 206. Yeah, didn't have to take a loss. That's what it's all about. I mean, that still wasn't bad profits, wasn't it? Let me see, that was probably, what, at least at the bare, I'm guessing low here, at least, what, 2 to 3% at the minimum? So, I mean, that's not bad. 3% a day keeps the bills away, especially depending on your account size. Me, not so much. Yeah, I'm probably not going to mess with HEAR anymore. I'll just let it work out, do its thing, wait for it to pop, sell, rinse, repeat. Friday always seems to be my slowest day when it comes to streams. Just noticed that. Makes sense because it is Friday. Gush is down under $32. Still not on sale based off of recent trends. If I were to hop in, I would wait until it's at least under 31, probably under 30. I don't know that I want to do a call on steel right now. It just keeps on free falling. I know Metal Badass was talking about Sirius XM. Let me pull that one up actually. I wanted to take a look at that one. I know generally 630 up, 640 is generally a pretty strong resistance. I mentioned that to him yesterday too, or the day before. 640 just seems to be where this thing, I don't know what I would want to do with this one if I were doing options. Earnings was pretty good, if I remember right. Yeah, the earnings wasn't too bad on it. It's kind of right. It's in a funky area, because I mean, it could go down to 620 for sure, or lower, in all honesty. It's definitely slowly going up of late. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. Well, obviously I don't have that much yet. I can't wait till that day. In all honesty, wherever like I don't know if anyone's read my description in full, but like my goal and at the end is for my accounts, like options, like all my accounts combined, to have $100,000 to trade with. Because I really think with like $100,000 trading daily, and obviously options aren't necessarily daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, but I really think being able to like day trade and just do all that with $100,000 total accounts combined, I really think that can be some really good money for not just me but my family overall. My goal at the end of the day is to be able to like help my family out, I mean, they're not like hurting or anything by any means, but just kind of, I mean, I want to do a lot. Obviously, I want to have fun with my money. I like cars. I like nice stuff. I mean, I won't lie. I think we all do. But, yeah, I mean, the goal is definitely to have at least $100,000 total in my accounts within the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, who knows? It could happen a lot sooner. But, yeah, I'm just looking at it from a micro wins right now. Like I said, I had some really bad trades for a couple weeks. Mostly because I was taking just way too big position for my account size. Like, just to put in perspective, I had, what was it, like I said, right about now, $800 account. I was taking position sizes that were like $300, $400, $300 again, $600 at one point. And I mean, when you're taking an account size that's only half your account, I mean, I'm lucky in all honesty that I didn't just blow the account up. I mean, at least I was making trades that had just as good of a chance to make money as they did to lose. And the what's what I'm looking for, risk of reward versus risk of loss wasn't like blow up. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, my account should be at like 1,200, right around there, 1,100, 1,200. It's at 800 because I made some stupid trades. Not just stupid trades, but I made way too big a size. It isn't necessarily the stupid trades that hurt me. I mean, I still had losses, small losses, but now that I'm trading with smaller percentage of my account per trade, I'm seeing a lot more actual profit versus the loss. I mean, it's slower going, but it's actual consistent profit every day, which is what obviously I try to preach. But yeah, I mean, you trading with, you said $500 to $1,000 stock each time keeping. Yeah, I mean, we all have our own way of doing it, because like if you did 500, that's about what, 12.5% or so. Yeah, about 12.5% worth of your account. So I mean, that's not bad. 1,000 per share per stock. That might be pushing it. But I mean, if you have, I mean, everybody has their own way of trading at the end of the day. I tried doing bigger sizes, and it didn't work for me. And I know it doesn't generally work for a lot of people. So I mean, like I said, everyone has their own thing that works for them at the end of the day. And but yeah, I mean, it's just interesting. Like I said, there's a place in the stock market for everybody, as long as they're willing to put in the work, learn, and be open-minded when it comes to trading. really don't know what to do here with SiriusXM. This chart's not helping me. I mean, it's actively trending up. I'm thinking about maybe putting a call at like 650, but I don't know. Let's see how much it would cost. Long call, let's see, that'd be May 18th. Let's see, let's take a look here. That's what I don't get. Where it says max profit, it just shows infinity. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. But I'm just playing around with it to see if that max profit would change, but yeah, I don't get it. This actually isn't a bad price for calls at $7. June 15th. $7 is quite a bit, because it's right around 633. $7 would be 11% rise in a month or 2 months. Theta's a little high on that. HEAR. My love-hate relationship with you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and close my window because now I am cold. Come on now, HEAR, don't be a little bastard. I gotta use the bathroom again already. I guess really quickly I'm gonna, while our viewers are a little low, I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom again really quickly. I need to slow down on drinking apparently. And I'm gonna turn on CNBC. So I've seen the markets are pretty much non-move, have not really moved today. Let's see. So apparently Dow Jones is still down about 50. Now, yeah, things haven't really moved all that much. Wait a minute, when is Snapchat earnings? Soon. So with Twitter, I'm looking for options currently. With Twitter, we've been kind of trending below our 180-day SMA now for about a little over a month. We jumped up to $34 briefly. Might put a call at 30, 31. 31. Let's see how much that would cost. Let's see. IV is 55. Man. Ouch. That's a little much. That's a little much. Got 7 of you tuning in. How's everybody doing this morning? Wonder what everybody's looking at. Are we looking at options or flipping, or what are you all looking at? If you're wondering what I'm holding right now, as for like day trades, I'm holding HEAR, average buy cost around, what was it, like 512, 514. Pretty much same stuff, different day with this one. Volume disappears, price drops, wait for the volume to rush in. Volume will rush in just like it did this morning. Usually does it about twice a day, sometimes even more. And I'm usually the second ones for a longer period of time, not necessarily just a quick pop. So what I'm waiting for, obviously with the average buy cost, like I said, I think it's 514. But with that target buy cost, if I can get on it, 514, I want to get up to about at least like 550. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Thank you, coffee, for making me antsy. 514 to around 550 is about 6-7%. So again, just waiting on that volume to come in, because you can see the volume under 2,700. I mean, the volume's just bad right now. I mean, it's just same stuff, different day with this one. I just have that marked there, so it'll call my attention whenever it's finally starting to take off. So we shall see what happens. And then I have one AMD put, which I know is not a popular opinion with AMD. Overall, though, I say I am bullish on AMD. It's just I do think it's overall due for a pretty decent pullback. This is not the pullback. It's still up 1% on the day. And overall, it's up like 20% the last 2 or 3 days. So, I still think it's definitely going to pull back under 11. My put is at 1050. So, as long as it gets close, I'll definitely cash out some profit on that. If you want to see that position, I'll go ahead and show you guys really quickly. Again, just one position. It costs $27. You can see if I were to cash out right now, I would lose $5. If you're wondering, that contract expires May 16th. So yeah. And if you're new, definitely, if you have any questions or anything, definitely just shout it out there. If you have any ticker symbols you want me to, if you're one like a second opinion on a ticker symbol or something, definitely let me know. I also flipped TVIX really quickly this morning. Shout out to Josh for calling that one to my attention. I got in at 729, sold it at 762 for a quick, like, I don't remember the exact profit. I want to say at least 4% though, but good little profit there. It was at least 4%, but yeah, good stuff. And what else? I had something else too. I had a very small position in I think EBIO, if I remember right. Yeah, EBIO. I cut it pretty much where it was. I had like a 7-cent per share loss. I meant to cut it sooner, but I didn't, and so that lost me about $1 or $2. Nothing big. Again, I take really small positions. I just like watching my money grow with every single trade, and I started out taking bigger positions, and when I took bigger positions, I saw a lot of loss, and with taking smaller positions, I see a lot of micro and almost to some degree macro wins, and then I see micro losses. So obviously you want your losses to be bigger than your profits. You want your losses to be smaller than your profits, of course. Again, everybody has their own trading style, and that's what works best for me. Like John Paul pretty much said that he trades with about 12 to 25% of his account per trade, if I'm interpreting that right. I mean, we all have our own trading style at the end of the day, and that's what we're all about, is just, again, networking and throwing ideas at one another, and just making money at the end of the day. That's our goal for sure. So if you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button, and don't be shy. Definitely let us know like what your trading style is, and what your goals are and whatnot for trading. But yeah, I'm looking for something maybe for potential another option play. I might look up Snapchat to see how their earnings, what their expected earnings is, or not is, but like what the expectation is for it. Right now, markets are essentially unched still. I mean, the Dow's down 48, but that's not really. Hell, for what we're used to now, that's pretty much unched. But, how's it going, GT? Yes, I actually talk about paper trading pretty often, too. I actually, can't talk. I actually listed that on my, like 5 things you need to do or know before investing or whatever, and paper trading is like the main one. Like, I didn't do paper trading too much just because I got bored really quickly, just because it wasn't real money, I guess. And I mean, I still do it from time to time. Like, I took a long position on AMD paper trading. I got in at like $10, and it's up. I only took like 10. I do it as if it was real life. Like, I would be like on my paper trading, it gives you like 10 grand. But I was like, well, I only trade with about $1,000 total right now. So I only bought 10 shares at around $10. And right now, that's obviously up about $10, $11 right now. So, I mean, I still use it myself from time to time to see how certain trades would work. If I swing trade, this, that, and the other. But, yeah, for new people, I definitely suggest it because, I mean, literally, there's no risk. If you take it seriously and whatnot, you can kind of find out what your trading style is before going in with real money. Like me, I thought I was going to be more of a swing trader because of my job and everything. Now that I'm on a night shift and my patience is a little more geared towards day trading, other than with options, of course, I do day trading for the most part. So, I mean, it kind of lets you figure out just who you are a little bit as an investor. It lets you obviously take whatever amount of risk, see what kind of risk you can handle, what pays off, what didn't. Helps you learn technical. Now, I mean, just there's no downsides really to day trading other than it's not real money. So when you make profits, you're like, man, if I'd done this with real money, I would have made money. But overall, there's not a single downside to paper trading for sure. I mean, I definitely suggest it. Hell, actually, about a week or two ago, I was considering not quitting trading, but quitting trading with my actual money and going back to paper trading for a while. Cause I was like, what the hell? I don't feel like I was really doubting myself. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? So, yeah, definitely no downside to it at all. Just take it seriously. I mean, if you take it seriously, then you get what it's almost like schoolwork. Like when you're in school, it's like you get what you put in, essentially. VVV, how's it going, Felix? Happy Friday. Good morning. Late morning now. Shoot. I'm probably going to get off here in about 30 minutes to an hour because I still do need to take a decent nap before market close. But, man, HEAR, I'll probably set a limit loss and a limit sell on HEAR just to be safe. So, I haven't looked at this one. Oh, Valvoline. Okay. When is it? Couple days. Damn. Actively trending down of late. How's it sounding? How's their earnings report sounding? Does it sound like it's going to be a good catalyst for it, or have you heard anything about it, Felix? I seen that X was down to like, it was pushing 30. Yeah, it got under $32. Wow. The estimate's 34. I mean, the only thing I don't like is that it's. So you said 34. Man, they're shooting high for the estimate. I don't know. I mean, I don't know a lot generally about. I haven't invested in Valvoline before, surprisingly, actually. It might be a good investment though, cause I mean it's pretty close to its recent all-time low, so I think it could be a good buy potentially. I might actually put a call on this, depending on the price of it. Let's look at it really quickly. I might not have enough funds to do it. Let's take a look here. See how much the 21 day would cost. Damn, 11%. Yeek. Theta's pretty bad. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, it's that pop though. I might take this position. I don't know. Are you wanting to potentially like swing trade it, Felix? Or are you looking for options? I feel like I don't remember what you do mostly. You do a mix, don't you, of options and flipping? Man, HEAR, come on, get it together. Option play. You're thinking a call, I assume? Are you thinking, let's see, mine is what, a 21 day? What do you think about that? 21 day, long call at 22.50 is what I'm thinking. 25 just seems to be pushing it to me. Could it? I mean, with the moves we've seen lately, with a few stocks because of earnings, that'd be a big push. But, what do you think about that 22.50? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Still not available? Goddamn. Yes, variety. Spice of life. Yes, 22.50, 5.18. Is that what mine was? I'm pretty sure that's what mine was. 5.18. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I mean, it's only $20. I mean, like I said, I started out with just $100. That way, kind of just, I wouldn't say burn money, but kind of just learn money, so to speak. Like, obviously, I want to make profitable trades, of course. I mean, I don't want to do stupid stuff, but the IV isn't too. The IV is pretty good on this one. See, they're wanting 20. I don't think the buy price is too bad. I mean, personally, that pop could be better, but that doesn't. I would never go based off of that for my trades, of course. Obviously, you want to do your own analysis, but I feel confident on the 22.50. In all honesty, I mean, they would have to have just a shit earnings for it to go under $20. I believe personally. But their last earnings wasn't great. Isn't that what last earnings wasn't great, right? Implied volatility. To answer your question, the earnings, they missed it slightly, and obviously you see it went down there, but it came back up. So, and if you're wondering what I think, from what I learned with IV, actually I have it right here because I wrote it down. What the market believes the volatility will be going forward, and the higher it is, generally the better. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into the implied volatility. I was just reading it really quickly. There's a lot that goes into it, but 68 is a pretty decent number for it. I should have held out on HEAR. This is what I don't get, where it says, it shows infinity. Like, what? I don't get that. So what, is that Tuesday then for the earnings, if I'm right here? Wednesday, okay. Ivy, you want to sell. The amount, call, and put prices. Trying to look really quick. All I have is, I thought I had something about if blank then blank, like actual math example. I had an example on Apple with implied volatility, but I can't find it. That pisses me off. Or today that. read today that infinity means you can make infinite profit figuratively. It's kind of weird. So what? Would that mean then that you'd want to sell the call? Is that what you're saying, Felix? Instead of longing a call, you'd short the call? Or put a put in, whichever. Get this pulled back up. Well, exactly. Yeah. Wish AMD would pull back more, man. Wish it would just do it today. That'd be awesome. Like I said, I mean, that thing's gonna pull back. I mean, it's up like 20%, like 15 to 20% the last 2 days. I mean, with like no type of pullback at all. Wonder what Tyler's up to. I know he had some AMD calls. I'm sure he cashed them out for profit, surely. Because if I remember right, they expired today. So. See, I've been watching some videos on like selling puts or selling calls. I don't know if it was just because I was stupid tired when I was watching the videos or what, but I just couldn't grasp the concept. It made me feel stupid in all honesty, because I mean, it seems simple, but like I said, I might have just been stupid tired whenever I was watching the videos, and I just wasn't grasping it. I was like, I just couldn't. And I know you've mentioned it before. Like, you've typed out a pretty long comment about it before, but it couldn't click in my head for some reason. So what for Sirius XM then? Well, no, I wouldn't want to mess with that one, because they already had their earnings. I don't really see it moving around too much. Their earnings report was what? 2 days ago? A day or two ago? I forget, does Finviz have, I don't know why I typed in Google. Does Finviz have where you can look up stocks with earnings coming up? I don't remember. I don't know. Wonder if Josh is still in here. I see the TVIX is down to 742. Are you still holding out on it, Josh? Might buy 100 VB shares at 20. So you might buy 100 shares at $20. Oh, so you're thinking about doing 2 trades. Okay, I was reading it wrong. So you're thinking about actually flipping it and then also have a sell a call at 22.50. Still holding. So if you sell a call at 22.50, setting that up would be like, wouldn't you short call, right? Or no? Is that right? Let me know if that's right. I feel like that's wrong. Let me see what that looks like. No, I don't think that's right. But yeah, that'd be a nice profit. $250 off 2,000. Yeah, I see that for sure. However, if we zoom out, only thing being is you'd expect a pretty damn good earnings. I don't know if you're gonna see $22 or $20 even. You might see like 20. Trying to use options profit calculator. Okay. Let's see if he got in. What's the profit margin? About 13%. So yeah, that's definitely, that would not be a bad profit margin for sure. That's assuming a pretty good earnings report too, though. Man, it just will not come down. They are trying so hard to keep it up. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my active watch list so I don't forget about it. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed away from Gurn today. Hmm. Covered call, huh? Man, I still got so much to learn when it comes to these options. If stock options are purchased at the same time. But generally speaking, isn't just doing a basic um, buying a call and buying a put your most standard form of options, I would assume. But also has like a pretty higher risk. And this thing just keeps bouncing right around that 11.10, 11.11. Even 11.15. It's interesting. Oh, fuck. Is AMD slowly starting to fall? Been a little bit since she's gotten this low. Right around here is where we bounced earlier this morning and started to staircase on back up to 11.35. But by all means, I don't know how many we have in here now, but like I say, if you have any questions or anything, don't be afraid to ask. Or ticker symbols or anything. I'm kind of scared to take my nap here in a little bit. Cause I'm kind of liking how AMD's slowly playing out. I mean, it could easily jump right back up I mean, if it gets back above like 1120, it'll probably go on back up to 1130s, but staircasing down here lately. Slowly. Anyways, what else should we look at? HEAR, I forgot I had a position in that too. I was taking its sweet ass time doing anything. How's it going, Scott? Happy Friday. YouTube core position trading. Okay, I'll write that one down so I don't forget that too. Let's see, he said core position trading. Shaking the hell out of my desk. I got in DARE yesterday, D-A-R-E yesterday. I don't remember if I profit. Down 10%. It might be a good dip buy, maybe. If it'll load. What the hell is going on? Are you kidding me? There we go. Only thing I'm worried about is just kind of setting up like old VLRX did. Looking at VLRX. I mean, not exactly the same, of course. Take that out, but came up, slowly came back down. Oh my God. See what I mean? It just looks a lot similar. Just something to be careful about. Got a big bid at 108. But I mean, the good thing about one like this is like, I mean, 4 pennies up gets you 3.5%. But it's all about that risk versus reward. The only reason that I probably won't mess with this one is because I've already been burned on one very, very similar to it that I'm still paying for. So, how is HE? Still waiting on the volume. Hell, you can't even see the volume, hardly. Yeah, gold's up about futures are up about $5 today. Can't believe JNUG's still down, even though gold is up a little bit this morning or afternoon now, getting close to afternoon. Oh yeah. Damn, OTIs, that ain't a big mover, but it's up at $4. Come on, baby. Keep on going. Like I said, the only what I'm really looking out for here is that we bounced pretty much right at 11 this morning. I wouldn't be surprised again if we come up a little because I was staircase, but I definitely want to see it keep on coming down here. TVIX is back in the 750s. Drip is having a decent day on oil being down. Gush again. I wouldn't consider trying to like buy Gush or anything until it probably gets below $31. I mean, yeah. We'll see. See, this is exactly what I was kind of worried about. Was this motherfucker bouncing right around here? Them damn bulls are trying to fucking not let it pull back. Oh shit. Anyways, let's go back here. Come on, damn it. Oh, some bullshit. Damn, dividend. eBay. eBay, eBay. Don't know what to think about it. Apparently earnings didn't treat it great. I mean, they weren't bad. Thinking about putting some calls at $40 on the, what, 21 day? Is that what it is? Yeah. Damn it. Sheesh. Well, shoot. Don't know what I want to do yet. Hopefully everybody's having a good Friday. Hopefully you're all staying green this week. But I guess before I get off, because like you all know, I have to like take a nap, and I want to be up before the end of the market day, especially today, end of the week. Really quickly, let me know what profits and whatnot you had this week. Shout out your all success. Overall, other than obviously VLRX, I had a pretty decent week. Traded HEAR a couple times for about 4 to 5+% profit each time. Had a good flip on TVIX today. Let's see my other ones. What else? Gurn, made some on Gurn as well this week. Made just a very, very small profit on Gush. Sold it right around like $32, if I remember right. EBIO, we made pennies, dimes on. What else? Yeah, Gurn we played a couple times this week. Not for nothing too big, but profits are profits, of course. What else did we play? JCPenney, we had a little play on that. I think that one all I did was break even, if I remember right, though. But yeah, had some good plays this week. How's the T-Mobile? I don't know. I heard about it. They both shot up. A lot of like AT&T and all of them shot up when they heard that news a little bit. But that keeps coming in and out. I mean, that news, we keep hearing about it, then it fades. Then we hear about it again, then it fades. So it's one of those things where, like, I'll believe it when it actually begins to happen, but all I heard is that talks had resumed or something. That was, what, about a week ago or something? So we'll see what happens, but I haven't heard. Did you just hear something about it? Or I didn't hear nothing about it of late, but like I said, about a week ago we heard a little bit about it. But today, can you do options on Sprint? It went up a lot. Yeah, it went up 8%. I'm assuming there were some more talks. Let's see here. Earnings is coming up. Ooh, I don't know if I want to put a put on the earnings. With earnings coming up. How many market days? We got today, Monday, Tuesday. Is that before? Okay. Wonder what you guys think about that. You think this thing's gonna come back down to around $6 before their earnings? I don't know what they're. I guess I should look up. I'll probably do that here once I hop off here and do a little bit of research on Sprint. Let you guys know if I'd make any moves with that. But yeah, hopefully you all have stayed green this week. Overall, this week wasn't really a bad week for me. Like I said, just the only one is VLRX. I need to look at a good exit point before that continues to just sink, because I really do see it going back down to around $1 by the time all is said and done. Yes, fill in the gap. Oh, so you think that'd be a potential good play here at a $6 put? Let's see what that'd be. $26 max loss. That's a little high. So I guess you think that's probably a good call there. Hell, it's already down 1% just since I've been thinking about it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. That's what I was thinking too, like fill the gap. Because I mean, if anything, I think it'll come down to, yeah, right about around, I mean, just look at like the 5-day even. Just fill in around, it might not even get quite down to 6, but I mean, I do think it will in all honesty. But I was thinking come down to 6. If it has a good earnings, then by all means it might go right on back up. But again, I need to look up their expected earnings and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm assuming this might be actually a good play right here. The theta sucks on it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Who would do a market? That's just. Let's see what that'd be. Yeah, it'd be $26. As you all know, I only started with 100 doing this. I'm kind of, like I said, it's just more of like learning. But Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because, I mean, it's a 21-day expiration. $6 or $5.50 is the ultimate question. It's a pretty big difference, a $14 loss difference. Max profit $5.74. I still don't think that their profit calculator is exactly right, but it is what it is. Either way, I'll end up letting you guys know what I decide to do with that. I do think I'm going to make a move on it, but again, I just want to do a little bit more on it. See you Monday. Take it easy there, Scott. Take it easy, take it easy. Hopefully, I'm assuming you stayed definitely green this week, so I heard you had some good moves this week, so keep it up. See you Monday. But, yeah, I guess for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to hop off myself because, like I said, I need to get a good nap in, and I want to definitely be awake before the end of the day. But, yeah, you guys can definitely reach out to me on Discord still. Like I said, if you guys don't have that link already, just send me a message on any of my social media or anything like that, and I'll definitely get you guys hooked up in that. Like I said, it's always totally free. I don't charge for, like, absolutely anything. Just again, we're just trying to network with a bunch of like-minded people here. So, yeah, I mean, I might hop back on in the afternoon or something. Like I said, it all just depends. But if not, I'll definitely be sure to hop on either tomorrow or for sure Sunday for the Sunday Stock Watch as always. So, like I said, if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below, hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified when we go live. And we'd love to just have you here, and we're just building a community, a bunch of like-minded people. Our goal is obviously to make money and achieve financial freedom. So if you're just into that, we'd love to have you here. But, and yeah, like I said, definitely reach out to me about that Discord if you want to join. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there making those profits, covering your profits, cutting the losses when needed, and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I will see you guys possibly later on today, if not, more than likely tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.